Breaking news: crisis in the NNPP, Kwankwaso, NWC under fire for alleged romance with Bola Tinubu. Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The crisis rocking the new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, took a new dimension as some aggrieved state chairmen of the party condemned the alleged moves by the party's former presidential candidate Dr. Rabiu Kwankwaso to hijack the party's machinery from its founder, Mr. Boniface. Briefing journalists in Ado Ekiti, Mr. Dada Olayinka, the Ekiti State chairman of the party, accused the members of NWC of making themselves free tools in the hands of Kwankwaso to sabotage the collective interests of the party. He hinted that the NNPP leaders from 10 states have passed a vote of no confidence against the members of the Aba Kwawi-led National Working Committee, NWC, for allegedly working in cahoots with Kwankwaso to carry out this sinister plan. He expressed dismay over the desperation of Rabiu Kwankwaso in destroying the political party, which gave him and his foot soldiers fortress in the last poll, declaring that they have rejected the NWC leadership because they had failed in managing the party's affairs well. Dada, who doubles as the spokesman forum of the NNPC, of the NNDP state chairman, said the party became suspicious when Kwankwaso hurriedly held secret meeting with the All Progressive Congress APC president and the winner of the poll, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, in France. Days after the poll, even when other serious political parties were collating evidence of electoral malpractice to challenge the results as declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission. And the part of Kwankwaso's sins, as alleged, was his deliberate action to starve the party of funds during the last presidential election. And according to him, Kwankwaso's singular action, coupled with other iniquities noticed during and even after the presidential poll, allegedly confirmed that he sold Kwankwaso out. So the state chairmen include those of the Ekiti, Enugu State, Rivers, Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna, Niger, among others. As they be like this, so there is fire on the mountain in NNPP because they've accused Kwankwaso of, being involved in some anti-party activities. They've alleged that he worked with the APC. So, in fact, they are demanding for an explanation of what they describe as an unhealthy relationship between Kwankwaso and Asiwaju Bola Tinubu during and after the general election. They said this man called Rabiu Kwankwaso, he wants to come and hijack the party, this NNPP, from the original owner and the founding members. So they've alleged that Kwankwaso is masterminding the crisis in NNPP across the country because he wants to hijack the party for himself. They are insisting that Kwankwaso was only using the party, NNPP, to negotiate himself back into Nigeria's political scene. They stress that Kwankwaso's frequent meetings and visits with President Bola Tinubu is an act of anti-party activities, and they've kicked against it. Because Kwankwaso, in collaboration with his group, they allegedly amended the constitution of the party just so it will enable them to hijack the party's structure for themselves. And they said this is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. The party that housed Rabiu Kwankwaso when he had nowhere to go. They housed him, they gave him shelter and everything. They made sure he emerged as the party's flag bearer. This is how he wants to pay them. So this is just the hidden truth. They've revealed who Rabiu Kwankwaso really is. That he's behind all those unconstitutional actions, that is going on in the NNPP party. So as they be like this, so my country people, there is crisis in the new Nigerian People's Party, and they also accuse the Kwankwaso of breaching the agreement on the memorandum of understanding that he signed with the founder and the chairman of the board of trustees, Mr. Boniface. They said Kwankwaso is a selfish and a desperate politician. The way he does his things, his antics, you will know that this man is very greedy. He's very selfish. That's why he couldn't stay in PDP. That's one of the reasons why he wasn't able to stay in the PDP or the APC. It was because of his selfish interest and his personal ego. So they've advised Rabiu Kwankwaso to better be very, very careful. To be very, very careful. My country people, Rabiu Kwankwaso was said to, during, I think that was before the elections, having talks with Peter Obi on how they would merge. But the talks did not really go down well. It never worked. There was no merger between Kwankwaso, NNPP, and the Labour Party. Had it been they merged, I don't know what would have really been the outcome though. But after the results was called, when INEC chairman declared the results, as expected, other political parties now, they were raking. They were, in fact, we would take this matter to court. The PDP, Dino Milaye, others, they were raking seriously. But the NNPP, they were just cool. They kept their calm until a few weeks after they now spoke. They opened up and said, see, they tried to take this case to court, but since they came fourth position now, the court couldn't allow them. So they decided to sit back and strategize on their next move for 2027, how they would take over this nation. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? There is fire on the mountain in the NNPP, I beg your pardon, over alleged romance with Rabiu Kwankwaso and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm dropping here, guys. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you.